get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Burn the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, no that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50.
The Bills had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
First and 10, it's Patterson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, Howard. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
to throw on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Patterson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. They'll try again. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop it for no gain for the 2nd straight play. They'll try to run with Patterson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the left hash, a chip shot here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jones. It's caught on the right side at Smith. That was a 1st down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 39, Jones. And he'll just get rid of it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Howard. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So here are the Bills to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Howard now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Howard to throw on 2nd down. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will make it 6-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. 6-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills getting set to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Here's Howard on first down. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Patterson again. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Right side run with Patterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Losing a yard on the play. And that brings up 4th down.
Defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Off play action. Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw again on second down. Jones. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's a gain of 5.
Jones now from the gun on third down. 9 yards that time.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Stevenson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up
They'll try to run with Strong. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Pierre Strong, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats have got it back to within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Point after try forthcoming. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Pierre Strong who finished things off with a touchdown run. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Patterson on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Howard. Flush to his right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
To throw is Howard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd and 2, Howard. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Howard. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Howard to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they'll remain down by 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. CeeDee Lamb, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 61 yards. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
A throw over the middle taken in, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Howard now, looking to throw on second down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howard. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's tough to play zone defense where they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Patterson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Operating from the gun, Howard. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd-quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Jones throw there complete to Myers. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught left side, Myers with it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Straight ahead at Stevenson. They find some open field here. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a handoff. Stevenson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun. Jones. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Howard. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And that's his 2nd sack in this one. And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game. And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones throwing on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On the handoff, Stevenson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to fix that deficit right once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And now out come the Bills. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 1. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Patterson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Howard. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing Jones. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Stevenson. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Stevenson again, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
throwing to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's Howard to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
And they run with Stevenson.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So the Bills now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And that's complete to Davis.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
It was a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the fourth quarter, that ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.
So for the Patriots, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another home game.